The 2025 CMA Awards returned, bigger and more exciting than ever. From unforgettable performances to special honors, big wins, and dramatic returns after splits, country music's biggest night of the year certainly didn't disappoint.
Oh, thank you very, very much.
Let's break down every major moment.
I forgot I was hosting this thing.
The 59th Annual CMA Awards once again took over Nashville's Bridgestone Arena. And who set the tone for the entire night? Right, Lainey Wilson. She made her big return, this time as the solo host, after sharing the duties with Luke Bryan and Peyton Manning in 2024. She became only the third woman ever to host alone, following Dolly Parton in 1988 and Reba McEntire in 1991. Before the show, she even asked Reba for advice and got a whole list of tips.
We feeling ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Lainey took it all in and came ready to shine. This was her moment, and she owned it from the second she hit the stage. The country superstar opened the night looking totally glam in a white suit, complete with a belt that actually spelled out CMA Awards. She kicked things off by talking about her childhood and how much it meant to her to be hosting a show she'd watched her whole life. Then she jumped into a medley of her favorite songs, and the surprises started right away. Little Big Town joined her straight from the audience for an acoustic version of Girl Crush. And just when the crowd thought that was it, Keith Urban showed up on stage, guitar in hand, to perform his 1999 hit Where the Black Top Ends with Lainey. It was his first awards show appearance since the announcement of his divorce from Nicole Kidman. And speaking of Wilson's first outfit, things got funny fast. When she introduced presenter Leanne Morgan, the comedian walked out wearing the exact same blinged-out white suit and cowboy hat. Total coincidence? Honestly, who knows, but it was hilarious.
It's so wonderful being up here with you tonight. I want you to promise me, though, that you will let your little light shine as long as you can. Because one day you'll have plantar fasciitis and night sweats.
Wilson joked that it felt like she was looking in a mirror, and Leanne kept the bit going, even teasing that Riley Green might need to help her get out of those tight pants. That instantly made him turn a little red. Morgan introduced Zach Top's performance, who played guitar. He later won New Artist of the Year, one of the most anticipated awards of the night. Zach was so emotional that he walked on stage holding a beer, and it was easy to see why, since it was his first CMA win.
I can't remember if I was supposed to put my beer down first or not, but here it is now.
He thanked his mom and siblings, making the moment even more heartfelt. But before we get to the rest of the winners, let's talk about the special honors. Vince Gill was celebrated with the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award, recognizing his decades-long impact on country music. Vince has been in the industry for 50 years, releasing 20 albums, charting 45 singles, and winning 18 CMA awards. He's also hosted this event 12 times. Gill is a Nashville legend with a soulful voice and a career that includes Pure Prairie League, the Cherry Bombs, the Time Jumpers, and touring with the Eagles back in 2017. Vince was presented by George Strait, and his words almost brought him to tears.
His guitar playing is amazing. His songwriting is amazing. His singing is amazing.
On stage, Vince was both funny and heartfelt. He started with a joke, saying he hoped it wouldn't be the last time girls sang for him. By the end, he gave a touching shout-out to his longtime friend of 50 years, Willie Nelson.
So Willie, if you're out there listening, 92 years old, you're still inspiring us to this day. God bless.
Morgan Wallen also received a special trophy, the International Artist Achievement Award, which goes to artists who've shown major creative growth. He came in with 3 nominations, but this special honor marked his only win of the night. However, for the second year in a row, he didn't show up at the CMA Awards. Any guesses why? Now, let's talk about who took home the big awards this year. Before the star-studded main show even kicked off, 2 winners were already announced. Post Malone earned Musical Event of the Year for his collab with Blake Shelton, Pour Me a Drink. Music Video of the Year went to Ella Langley and Riley Green for You Look Like You Love Me. It was a huge night for these two, as they also grabbed Song of the Year and Single of the Year.
Like I keep saying, this song is the gift that keeps on giving. And with this one, we really just wrote it because we loved it.
Ella topped the nominations list with 6 nods, tied with Lainey Wilson and Megan Maroney. By the way, one of the winners was announced by Billy Ray Cyrus and his girlfriend Elizabeth Hurley, a couple who have been getting a lot of attention lately. Nayo and Gretchen Wilson presented Vocal Duo of the Year, and once again, it went to Brooks and Dunn. They extended their record, taking home their 16th win in this category. Truly unstoppable. Meanwhile, the Red Clay Strays scored their first ever win for Vocal Group of the Year. The Alabama band said they never even dreamed this would happen, and gave shout-outs to their girlfriends and Jesus.
Always believe you can do it. Just work hard and trust God.
Cody Johnson was named Male Vocalist of the Year and used his moment to talk about his wife and their 3 kids. He also added,
"The last time I accepted an award, I did the Ric Flair, woo! And I got back home and my wife said, 'You didn't even thank Jesus, so thank you, Lord.'"
Earlier in the night, he joked that he might need a whole trophy room for all his awards. And honestly, he does. As expected, Lainey Wilson didn't leave empty-handed either. First, she took Album of the Year for Whirlwind. The singer said she has the best fans in the world. She also shared that Whirlwind was written during a life-changing period, making it even more special. One more fun detail. Lainey was presented by Steve Martin and Allison Brown, who showed off just how incredible they are on the banjo. Next up, Wilson won Female Vocalist of the Year for the 4th time in her career. And finally, the night's top prize, Entertainer of the Year. Now, these wins put her among the most awarded female solo artists in CMA history, alongside Taylor Swift and Dolly Parton. One record she hasn't beat, at least not yet, is Miranda Lambert's. Lambert still holds the title for the most CMAs ever won by a female solo artist, with 14 awards. Lainey even gave a shout-out to Miranda in her speech.
"Miranda, you have poured into me. You have sat around a fire with me."
And she closed her acceptance speeches with a powerful message.
"And for the folks that are sitting at home in your mama's basement eating your Cheetos, trying to pit women against each other, y'all need to find something better to do."
Interestingly, this year's CMA nominations were heavily led by women, and the ladies of country couldn't be prouder.
Feels like it should. Really good. Let's keep it going.
And, as always, the 2025 CMA Awards were packed with unforgettable performances. Megan Maroney sang her hit, 6 Months Later, from her upcoming album Cloud 9. She turned the Bridgestone Arena stage into a full-on pink slumber party. The floor was covered in pink carpet, her dancers wore pink pajamas, and Megan started the performance in a pink robe, only to drop it and reveal a sparkly mini dress with white cowboy boots. It was cute, and totally her signature vibe. Meanwhile, Ella Langley kicked things off with her latest single, Choosin' Texas. New Artist of the Year nominees were all over the stage. Tucker Wetmore performed his viral track, Wind Up, Missin' You. And Steven Wilson Jr. delivered a soulful take on Ben E. King's classic, Stand By Me. For him, this performance meant more than just a moment on the CMA stage. It was a deeply personal tribute to his father. He passed away unexpectedly before a medical procedure, and that loss inspired Steven's 2023 double album Son of Dad. Later, Shabuzi and Lainey Wilson teamed up for their ballad Took a Walk. Luke Combs had a busy night, performing Back in the Saddle from his forthcoming 6th album. Later, Big X the Plug joined him for their crossover hit, Pray Hard. In the audience, Combs was supported by his wife Nicole, who's expecting their 3rd baby. The 2-time CMA winner Kelsey Ballerini performed her latest song, I Sit in Parks. She switched between 2 red dresses throughout the night, and at the end of her performance, she got a little wet as rain poured down on her. Oh, and she looked kinda sad. Or maybe that was just part of the act. Other big names on stage included Brandi Carlile, Patti Loveless, Old Dominion, the Red Clay Strays, and Riley Green. Chris Stapleton teamed up with Miranda Lambert for their retro collab, A Song to Sing. He also performed solo with his single, Bad as I Used to Be, fresh off his Heart Life music memoir and his induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Kenny Chesney hit the CMA with a fun medley of his hits. Wearing his classic cowboy hat and a big smile, he sang American Kids and When the Sun Goes Down with a full band. Before leaving, Chesney paid a touching tribute to his co-writer Brett James, who tragically passed away in September. So, it was these powerful, real emotions that truly made this year's CMAs so special.
This is crazy. Congratulations to all our nominees and our winners. Thank you you so much for letting me run my mouth.
Which performance or win was your favorite of the night? Let us know in the comments below.